Hey guys, I know what you're thinking. Oh, the news is back. No, this is not the news. Tom and I just have been talking at lunch lately, and the post boards have just been kind of dead. They've been a little dry.
A little disappointing.
Yeah, and it's not taking a shot at anyone, but we just felt like, hey, let's put this on our back to spice things up, So we're going to put out a video, but this is not going to be all about fantasy football. This is just going to be a more fun, everything kind of a topic show. There's a new Netflix show, Jessica Jones, coming out. The trailer just got released a couple days ago. Looks really good. I want to talk about baseball playoffs, all sorts of stuff. But since we are posting this on the Fantasy Football Forum, it's the best platform that we have, let's talk about the league. Really quick, let's just go through the standings. And I know, Tom, you're on top right now. How's that feeling?
Feels pretty good, but, just another season.
Yeah. Same old story. Tom dominating. I hear you. But you know what, Tom? It's really anybody's race at this point. Let's take a look at these standings. From the top all the way down to the the bottom. Actually kind of close in there. There's a lot of teams that are making kind of this mid-season charge. Jamie and Matt rounding out the bottom. But, the season's not lost. I mean, you draft a team, they might just have a later stride.
A playoff push, if you will.
That's right. Because you never know how the season's going to finish.
Well, I think we all know how you're going to finish the
season. Okay, ha. Yeah, I lost last year. And you know what? My name might be on here twice, Tom, but your name's on here too, buddy.
It's true, but it's nicknamed the Meyer Bowl for a reason.
This is why I don't want to talk about fantasy football the whole time. Let's talk about some other sports.
Other sports? You mean like swimming? You want to talk about swimming?
No, Tom, I don't want to talk about swimming. You know what? I would rather talk about NASCAR than swimming.
Well, we can talk about NASCAR. Lucky for you, my friend, we have our field correspondent Harry in the garage with our NASCAR update.
In my garage? Well, thank you, Tom, for that warm introduction. And I want to thank you for welcoming me to this garage. This is the nicest garage I have ever been in. But let me tell you what, okay? There are 10 things that I love, right? God, okay? NASCAR, family and friends, fantasy football, firearms, and the rest of them are America. And I'm here to combine two of my favorite things. That's fantasy football and NASCAR. That's talking about fantasy football with NASCAR point scoring. And I know what you're thinking. This redneck, he don't know what he's talking about. Let me tell you something. It makes a lot of sense, and I'll explain it to you. All right? So, we've got 8 men in this XFL that go to the playoffs. So what does that mean? It means that for each of the 8 top scoring teams every week, they're awarded points. Just like NASCAR pole placing. Alright, so you score the most points in one week, you get 8 points. Congratulations. 7 points would go to the next, so on and so forth, down to 8. So, what about winning? I tell you what, in America, right, we value winners. So if you win your game, no matter how many points you score or by how much, you get 10 points. I know what you're thinking. How's this going to shake out? I'll tell you. I got a board right here. In fact, I've been working on this board all dang day. That's right. I don't have a fancy computer, right? This is NASCAR scoring done right. Now, I'll get a close-up in here, but you will see there is a difference in the standings you've seen previously. Let's just take a little look-see at the league, how it's shaping out. Right up front, number 1 is T-Cat Rocky. What in the hell? T-Cat Rocky's up on top? I've spent 12 years in Vietnam for Charlie to come over here, take over your dang fantasy football leagues. Number 2, E. Johnson. That's what I'm talking about. Johnson, like Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's a winner, okay? He's scoring some points as well. Then we got Kaser and third. Is that another one? Keep Rocky taking over the whole league. Y'all be doing something wrong. They better check their green cards. The way I see it, they're cheating. Must be the way you're getting run down. There's a big difference though, and I don't know if you guys seen it. This kick-ass rock, he jumped right up. He was way down on the poles, and he's up high now. Then we got a couple boys in there. Haggy Boy, Myers, Kirby. That's a good, strong American name. You know, and then we got the rest of the league down there. You can see the point disparity is quite high. You know, this point scoring system, it doesn't allow for that. You know, a lot of people, they go, well, he's got the most points scored against him. Now, he does not. He's got the least. That makes a big difference? Not always. This will show you. This shows you who's scoring every week and who's scoring the top. I done had a good time explaining it to you. I'm going to go back over to this beer fridge, which is plenty full, and I'll send it to them boys upstairs. Do you know his wife pulls her boobies out every now and again? Yep. Who the hell is that in my garage, Tom? How did you even get him in my garage?
That's Harry, field correspondent.
And why is he taking NASCAR and talking about... I don't want to talk about fantasy football anymore, okay? No more fantasy football.
I can't help that Harry also loves me.
Okay, you know what? You know what I like? Netflix. Okay, Netflix is coming out with a new superhero show. It's called Jessica Jones. I had previously mentioned this. It looks really good. And to keep away from fantasy football, bud, if you could have a superpower, let's talk about this. If you could have a superpower, any power, what would it be?
Well, I already have perfect 20/20 hindsight, so I think I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Tom, everybody has perfect hindsight, bud.
No, you don't get it. Let me give an example. For example, let's think back to the draft. When round 4, Sean Kaser took Peyton Manning. Really, who he should have taken was Blake Bortles. Much better quarterback this year.
Okay, I see where you're going, bud. All right, give me another example of your superpower.
Okay, another example, let's say Matt Kirby. Everyone should have known that he was going to have a bad year. Second overall pick, and he took Jam. He should have taken Devontae Freeman.
Oh,
much better choice.
Okay, I mean, someone might say like Le'Veon Bell, like Devontae Freeman. You want to talk about that being a superpower? How about this one? Jimmy Graham, Andre Johnson. All right. There's your hindsight.
Well, let's talk about Andre Johnson.
Wait. I don't want to talk about fantasy football anymore. How do you keep bringing me into this?
This is real football news. Real football news.
Oh,
There's a homecoming. Andre Johnson leaves the Texans, joins the Colts, and now he came back, had a great game against his old team, put up almost 20 points. Of course, right after I dropped him in fantasy football. And Nick Meyer picked him up. In classic Nick Meyer fashion, plays him, and what does he do? Put up a solid 3.5 points.
Oh,
looking better and better.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, our stud of the week, our Zuckercorn, if we will, is Martavis Bryant. Put up a solid 26 points, it looks like. 150 yards almost, 2 touchdowns. I mean, what can you say about the guy other than he's very good?
He is. But no! I do not want to talk about fantasy football anymore, Tom. Okay? Let's talk about anything else. You know, you keep coming back. It's like the only thing you're doing.
Did you know that if you want to watch Sunday's game against the Jaguars-Bills, you have to get the Yahoo app?
This is why I didn't do the news this year. I don't want to talk about fantasy football all the time. I'm out of here, dude.
But that's real football, too.
I know where you're going. It's always going to come back to fantasy.
God, what's up his butt?
And you know what? I'm getting that guy out of my garage.
Must be because Barney is questionable.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.